New images show North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un leading a major tank exercise, demonstrating the country's military technology. It was Kim's third appearance at a military drill in just a week. It comes as the U.S. and South Korea wrap up 11 days of joint military exercises, focusing on how to defend against an attack from North Korea. And for more on the significance of the U.S.-South Korea exercises, our reporter Jaime Ocon spoke to Jessica Taylor, a security analyst with the Atlantic Council in Washington, D.C.
Is there anything significant or anything different from this year's exercises between the United States and South Korea compared to drills held in the past?
We are seeing reports of just a slight difference, I think, is that the ROC and the U.S. have introduced a component where they are looking at missile interdiction and missile interdiction of cruise missiles specifically. And this is significant because there has been reports among the South Korean public about concerns of missile defense possibly that we have currently not being enough to interdict North Korea's evolving missile capabilities. So I think this is displaying that the alliance is working towards ensuring that it's evolving its capabilities to make sure that it can meet the evolving threat that's coming from North Korea.
And looking at the North Korean side, is this the type of response we were expecting from Kim Jong-un in response to these joint military exercises?
I think we're all holding our breath for provocations more so. And I think there's this anticipation, especially as we get closer to the U.S. presidential elections, that things will heat up then. I think this was a little bit more of a toned down response than what we were anticipating, but the truth of the matter is that we don't know. I've heard some reports that this maybe is because there's been a lot of military support going towards Russia. Some think maybe that there's a holdout from Kim Jong-un to wait as we get closer to the end of the year towards the U.S. presidential elections. But I was more so thinking that we might see missile launches. But the training necessarily, wasn't necessarily anticipating, tit for tat as some are seeing at different training exercises back and forth.
Jessica, I just want to ask you, what happens now in the sense of now that these drills are done? Will talks resume between North and South Korea, or are we going to see more military drills going in the future?
Well, I think at least from the ROC and U.S. side, we'll continue to see scheduled drills as the ROC and U.S. ensures that it's getting back to its regular scheduled exercise schedule, especially as we don't anticipate, and as you probably saw in the release of the U.S. National Intelligence Community's threat assessment, we don't assess that North Korea is going to be willing to get back to the negotiating table anytime soon to negotiate ending its nuclear weapon program. So I do think we'll see more ROC U.S. drills, especially that's geared towards ensuring that they can strengthen their deterrent. I think we'll also see drills from North Korea, but that's nothing new. Even when the U.S. and ROC put a pause on their exercises or large-scale exercises, there wasn't a pause in North Korea. The only time we've ever probably seen any type of pause was during COVID. But so I think we will see more exercises, but I think more of the concern is if we're going to see tit for tat provocation type of style, like if North Korea launches a missile, will the ROC U.S. alliance respond in kind?